Welcome back to Your Hour. I'm being joined by Paul Rosales from RE/MAX Realty Professionals. And you were going to talk to us about, you've been talking for the last couple of weeks about the steps you go through in order to purchase a house.
Right. Pretty much at this point from what we've talked about, we've gone through inspections. Once the inspections get done, you go into that extra stage of negotiation to figure out if there are going to be any repairs done to the house, or in lieu of repairs, maybe they adjust the price in lieu of repairs, something of that nature. Now that you're done with doing that, really the only thing that's going on at that point is the loans being processed. So it's important to stay in regular contact with the loan officer, because from the time that your inspections are done and your appraisal comes in, you'll have at least another 2 weeks for the loan to complete. So you just want to make sure your loan officer will be giving you calls from time to time asking for documentation. Be prepared to get that documentation to your loan officer as soon as possible. That way we don't miss closing date. Sometimes closing date can be pretty important to a seller of a home. If you don't make the closing date, it may affect them because they may have additional payments on something. And then they can go back in and renegotiate with you, bump the price because now they've got additional costs, and in exchange for them extending the contract with you. So you've got to be careful not to miss your closing date if you can avoid it. So make sure that you make your closing date by participating very well with your loan officer. Some of the other things you're going to need to get ready for is getting your utilities switched over. If there's any utilities out there that you're going to want to get switched over into your name, then by all means get that done. Usually you'll have that switched over the day you close. That's when the current owners will shut down the service and it'll be placed in your name. Sometimes you get situations where you might take possession of the house early, or you might give possession of the house late. For example, if somebody needs a little extra time to move out because of some unforeseen circumstance, then if you move in early, you get the utility switched over early. If you move in afterwards, if you let them stay there an extra week to get everything taken care of, you wait a week to get your utilities put in your name at that time. Sometimes they'll pay you rent if they stay late.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it might be more
well, that
like,
makes sense.
Yeah, if they're going to be there an extra 2 weeks, a week, whatever it might be, they might pay you rent, or you may say, well, you gave me such a good deal on the house, you did all the repairs, go ahead and stay there for a couple of weeks. It's really a negotiable item. The other things you're going to want to do is stay in contact with your insurance agent. Make sure your insurance agent knows the actual date that you're going to be closing. If you're scheduled to close on the 1st and something happens and you're not going to be closing till the 15th, make sure the insurance agent knows that. That way you're not paying for half a month's worth of insurance.
Oh, yeah, sure.
That you don't have to pay for.
Sure.
So make sure you stay in good contact with your insurance agent as well as your loan officer throughout the entire process. The title company will pretty much have had everything done. Somewhere in between the time that you initially contract on the house to the time that you close, you should get from your realtor a title work, and it'll show that it's a clear title, or if there's an issue with a title, maybe there's a mechanic's lien on the house or something. We know we need to have that taken care of prior to closing, because you don't want to take over a house that has an existing mechanic's lien on it. Chances are, if you're getting a loan, the loan company won't let you do it anyway.
Well, sure.
Yeah, they don't want to have that hanging over on top of the loan.
Well, no, that wouldn't make sense.
I wouldn't want that either.
No.
But that's important to make sure that your title information is clear. And pretty much from that point on, the title company is just waiting for you to arrive. They have some additional docs they kind of do towards the end, but they have to wait for the loan to get done, then they get the correct paperwork for the loan, and then the title work gets completed. Your closing documents are ready for you to sign. When you start heading towards the closing table, get your hands warmed up. You know, do your hand calisthenics, whatever it might be.
You're going to be signing a lot of documents.
You're going to be signing off on a lot of dead trees. Yeah, there's, especially with the new regulations that came into effect this year, there are additional documents for you to sign. Some companies will have a big packet, and then some companies will have a gigantic packet of paperwork. It just depends on who you get your loan through. Different companies will have different forms for you to fill out. Start looking around for a good company to do your moving for you. And of course, your realtor should have some contacts in relation to that. In relation to moving, there's that company out there called Pods.
Yeah.
Anybody who's doing business with a RE/MAX agent, moving or in or out of a house, you get 10% off your pod.
Oh, that's
so
nice.
Talk to your realtor, see if your realtor has some affiliate programs similar to the pod program that would be able to save you some money on getting that taken care of. When you got your termite inspection, they most likely will have offered you some kind of warranty. And you're going to want to figure out before closing whether or not you want to extend that warranty. That basically allows them to come out once a year for free, and they'll check for termites. You carry it as long as you want to. Or if there was termite treatment done to your property as part of the entire purchase package, then there might be an opportunity for you to extend your warranty on that. So say, for example, they give you a 5-year warranty on the treatment. You might be able to purchase an additional warranty that extends that out past that. Each company has different types of pest control warranties. Start packing up, because once you're under contract, you don't want to be sitting there 3 days before closing and you've done no packing.
Right.
Get all your packing done. Start planning on your week before closing. You're kind of living out of boxes. It really does make it easier for you. Just keep your bare minimum stuff. And that goes for people who are selling their house also.
Right.
As soon as you list your house, you need to start packing. So as soon as you start contracting on a house, you need to start packing. Make sure everything's in order so there are no last-minute surprises. You know, stay in contact with your realtor, stay in contact with your loan officer, your insurance agent. Make sure it's a really good transaction. Make sure that at the end you're not scrambling. And happy